we're in Bay City, Oregon. It's 9:40 in the morning. I got an early start today. I woke up at 4, kind of lounged around and sleeping back until 6. Packed up by like 7:30-ish. But then from like 8:15 to 9:40, I was sitting in a Starbucks trying to upload my video to YouTube. It was atrocious. I only uploaded like 500 megs of 3 gigs in an hour and just gave up. It's like, just most Starbucks, have, async fiber, 1-to-1, like 1 gig uploads, but it's really more of a situation with just the Oregon coast is pretty rural, and so they probably only have DSL in this location, so I'll just upload like north of Vancouver or something. I'll do 2 days in one. Anyway, so wasted an hour in a Starbucks. I actually would prefer to go to a locally owned cafe, and there was one next door, and I thought, well, Starbucks will have better Wi-Fi. I was wrong. But going through Bay City, we're hitting a few roadside attractions on our way north to a national park campground in Olympia. I need to find a ranger station to buy my annual park pass, because we're going to be doing Olympia, Glacier, Yellowstone, and Tetons, I think, on this trip. So maybe even Great Sand Dunes, I don't know, but yeah, so it's going to be a day. It's going to be a short mileage day, only 250 miles I think today, but about 6 hours of riding. So I have never been to the coast of Oregon before. I've heard about the rock sculptures. Well, they're not sculptures. The rocks that are all over the coastline of Oregon. There's a lot in California too, but I've done PCH a lot of times, and you're higher up, but because you really can't, you're not like eye level with the rocks. So I'm kind of excited about today's ride, because I get to see basically a whole like different looking ocean. So I'm super stoked about this. We're almost at the corn dog. I'll explain in a minute. It's a big old corn dog. That's the cliffs I was thinking about when I think about PCH. But the difference between Oregon and California PCH is these cliffs have spruce trees lining them, which is pretty cool. This congestion and all these houses up on the hill, I'm starting to get Seattle vibes. I gotta get the heck out of this part of the country as soon as possible. Not back to the desert, that was a little bit too remote, but man, there are too many freaking people here. Washington on the coast is so congested, and there's so much wealth. I'm not a fan. We're going to the Astoria column. The Astoria column, which also happens to be the very top of the city as far as elevation goes. So I'm going to get a picture of a bridge up here, hopefully. There's the column. Wow, you can walk up there.
Yeah, right. Like, why does it exist? This isn't even a sidewalk.
Y luego los escalones.
Oh, it's okay, sorry. Hello. Hi there, buddy. Just having some food? Go vibes now. This is kind of cool. Like, well, I guess Seattle too. But Seattle and SF vibes from this one. But no bay windows. So yeah, I'm glad that I came through here. As many people should know, or I mean, maybe it's generational. It's a little bit before my generation, but I've adopted it. Astoria is where the Goonies was filmed. A lot of the Goonies, pretty much all of it was filmed in northwestern Oregon. And so I'm gonna go down to the jailhouse, take a picture with the bike for posterity. There's a bunch of other locations in this town where the movie was shot, but I'm just gonna hit the one. Some bay windows. All right, back on the road. It's a fun, like a 45-minute break in Astoria. Pretty little town. It must be just deathly depressing in the winter, though. I mean, I would say the same thing goes for San Francisco with the cold breeze and the fog and everything. I'm not saying it's depressing, but it kind of depends on what you make of it. Oh, this whole bridge is paved. I do not like a graded bridge. Woo! This is a butt pucker, though. Not as worse as the bridge in Michigan was, the UP. But yeah, the bridge in UP was a butt pucker because it was graded and you're just looking down at the ocean. Well, not the ocean, the Great Lakes. Woo! This is nice. That was a holler of fear. A holler of fear. Woohoo! We're in Aberdeen, Washington. What's up, Billy's? Pretty cool building there. Haven't seen Jack in the Box in a while. Oh, nice little scenic area here. All right, Aberdeen. Very, I mean, typical kind of looking downtown looking place, but also super classic looking. Could use a real revitalization, but it looks great. Has a lot of character to it. I love it. Beautiful. The trees are so like there's so much underbrush in the national park. Wow. Wow, look at, I mean, there's just so much. So many trees. We're going north of Forks to get to our campsite, so another hour to go. It smells good. It has a smell to it. Wow. It smells so like piney. National Park. There's a big old lighthouse out there. There's some surfing. No, you can't surf those. No, maybe the longboard and some serious paddling, but no shortboard surfing with that one. A little lighthouse out there on a rock. Let's see. I had a oatmeal for breakfast. What did I have for lunch? Oh, I had a corn dog for lunch. Corn dog. So far today I've spent like $12, but I wouldn't eat gas. Oh, campsite was $24, and gas is gonna be like $35. So, you know, a $75 a day. I do a meal ready to eat in my panniers. Pretty good day. Pretty cheap day. If I could find either dispersed camping, or a state park, or a national park, or Forest Service camping, it's so cheap. When I have to pay to go to a campground, it's like $40 minimum. Campground. We're going to Site 80D. So cool how huge some of these trees are. Just, and I said earlier, but like the undergrowth, the forest growth is just so cool. Beautiful, so beautiful. Man, this is a really nice campground. It's just so, and yeah, you can see your neighbors, but so it's like camping in the redwoods. I love it. We're in Olympia National Park. You don't need a park pass to camp, which is weird. Very odd. It's a small site. I have neighbors right next to me, but that's okay. It's a campground. If I really give a shit, I could have hiked into the woods with this thing and found something like 3 or 4 miles in, but it's fine. So tent is set up. People that are new to the channel probably don't know how I sleep. This is how I sleep. This is a Big Agnes goose nest wrapped in a Big Agnes, their highest R value, like Primaloft Q-Core Deluxe sleep pad, a Sea to Summit pillow, which is so nice. It's so nice. It's got a little down in there, and then this is my newest addition, which is the Big Agnes Sidewinder 20. It's awesome because all these sleeping bags now have no insulation on your back. So if you roll onto your side, your back will get cold. And they're saying, it's 20 degrees if you pair with an R value 3 or 5. This is an R10 insulation value, but if you pair it with an R3 or 5, you'll get 20 degrees comfort. Well, I sleep on my side. So the Sidewinder has the 650 gram down throughout the entire perimeter of the bag, and a lot at your feet and a lot at your head. And so it's like getting into a cocoon, a moth's cocoon for a long winter. So this is my setup. It's a cot pad. The reason why I do both is the cot isn't insulated, the pad is. And by adding the cot, you get just more comfort, less ground. And I've never popped a sleeping pad by using the cot. For some reason, the cot's stronger on the bottom, so I've never had an air leak with the combo. Okay, let's get all settled in here. The bugs love my rain cover because it's covered in water from this morning. It's beautiful. Look how big these trees are. They're huge. It's so beautiful. Well, it's only 5 o'clock, but not much going on. So I'm going to get my tent set up and then figure out if I'm going to make dinner or go on a hike or something. I was going to ride around Olympia, but honestly, it's actually too far away to ride there tonight. It's just far away. So I'm pretty much as far away from the thing as I can get. This is my sunset. I wish I had a bottle of wine. sit on this log here. Sit on this log and watch the sunset. It's really quite amazing. This is really incredible. There's so much room in this 3-person tent, and it's really more like a 2-person tent. There's probably like a foot down the middle once you account for my sleeping bag, but this is also a very aggressive sleeping pad that I have here. It takes up like almost half of the tent width, and the entire length of the tent is taken up by the sleeping bag, the cot. But seriously, like, so much room in here. One thing I've learned though is the Big Agnes Big 6 high back chair does not fit this height. Correction. Hi. It does fit this height. It is literally to the ceiling. And I measured that and I thought, oh, that'll be fine then. Here's the problem. You have to put the camping chair at the very center of the tent in order for it to work. And it does work, but it's really close. Like, it's rubbing the top of the tent. And I really want this tent to last more than a year. And so, yeah. Oh well.